Big change coming. Ready? I think. Not I think. I am. Unilaterally, I think we are banning porn in chat. We're going to try it this month. As of right now, we're banning porn in chat, okay? I think that the benefits are close to almost nothing for having it. And I think the cons are hidden, but I think they could be quite substantial. So we are... This is a porn-free DGG chat. Now, can you link porn and kick chat off stream if I'm not streaming? I don't know what their rules are over there, but... What about not safe for life? I mean, if it's relevant, then that's fine. Like if there's like a cop killing or something, but if you're just like spamming, like look at these like beheading clips from 4chan, probably not. Is an intercourse or porn in lewds or nudes? I just said porn. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you can post stuff until you get banned for being retarded. If you can't access your brain, like, why am I Destiny want to ban porn? What kind of a chat does this create? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, well, I'll just post like a ton of lewds about a girl. Try that, see what happens. I don't know. If you think that it's like completely and totally different, I don't know. Give it a shot, see what happens. Is porn really the problem? What is really cringe is the social media posting of women who appear on stream. Yeah, that's true too. That one is a harder one to tackle. But I'm leaning towards the side of just banning that as well. If you want to post on Instagram, maybe. But like, for a while I was thinking like, okay, well, some women like post of themselves. So like, is it really bad to have people share it? But the more I think about it, like, yeah, actually, there's just no reason. You can go and look at their post for it. Well, I don't know why we would share that in chat. We are going on. Okay, this is an unsolved problem. Okay, misogyny on the internet. This is an unsolved problem. They can't solve it in the military. They can't solve it in the workplace. They can't solve it on the internet. We're gonna solve it. We're gonna figure it out, guys. Okay. And I think that even if it's not fair, even if it's just because women are big dumb brains, I think if you're a woman, you go in chat and there's just like a ton of guys posting porn, it just gives off a certain type of vibe, okay? And we are step one of the Reformation, okay? Is banning porn, so good luck. Okay, hold on. First ban is going out, okay? This also has to stop, okay? And if you call it copium, that's fine. I'm gonna be big on banning. Destiny 100% showed DGG chat off to a girl and was embarrassed that offline chat was just a porn circle jerk, okay? Assuming that we're doing something because I'm trying to fuck somebody is also, boom, insta permaban, okay? I so much, I have so many people I'm talking to, I do not need to try to simp for random people using my stream to do it ever, okay? That is not the case. If you want to think that, you want to project that, that's totally fine. But even joking about that, boom, is also a permaban. The issue, the embarrassing thing, the cringy thing is that if any woman ever goes into a chat and it's a bunch of 300-pound overweight fucking diabetic, disgusting men that are all sharing like fucking feet cum vids and trans 20-inch femme girl vids, it's not a very inviting place for women, okay? Like they just don't want to, it's just not an inviting place for women. And I think that chat being so unbelievably fucking one-sided in terms of the type of representation we have and the culture that breeds, like continues to breed and self-reinforce that type of culture. So you see it, you make the jokes about it, that's good, boom, you're just insta-ban. Destiny, surely if I can't post because it makes women feel uncomfortable, you make an effort to eliminate misogyny, racism, transphobia, homophobia on stream, not giving perms to orbiters who come into our hard orbiters. So I like that. JSTKL, I know that you always have to post a contrary response because your conservative brain can't handle like any type of pushback on anything you feel ever. But the reality is my community does not have a significant problem with racism, transphobia, anything like that. Like, I don't think we have huge problems like that. I think generally we can have a lot of different types of people on stream, different skin colors, trans people, different whatever. There's some kind of bullying that goes on a little bit, but the woman problem is an especially insane problem because some of you guys get especially unhinged around certain women. It is unfucking real, and it's only because they're women that level of vitriol exists. You can hate some people, that's fine, but you can tell that there is extra hatred for women sometimes. But I think that's just brought out of the fact that we're like 98% men, which is okay, but we're gonna be changing it. And if you want to joke about it or don't think it's serious, that's fine. Boom, you're getting the big ban. Okay, good luck. Why is it not safe for work and opt-in feature Destiny? It's an opt-out currently. No, because I'm just trying to think of like, what is the positives versus the negatives? There's almost no positive for posting chat. There's just almost nothing. It just doesn't do anything really for the community. There's like nothing, there's just nothing for it. But I can think of a whole host of negatives. So
based anti-misogyny.
I see you guys are posting Ayla in chat, but unfortunately you guys also unhingedly hate Ayla too, so why would I take your opinions on anything she says seriously? So boom. You talked about this last year, but never went through with it. What was the tipping point that made you go through that? Oh, just the way that I think chat's response to people like Ayla or Erudite is like unhinged. It is unhinged. And people will always call or cry like Cope, or it's because people legitimately blah, blah, blah. I think there are legitimate reasons to not like Erudite and Ayla. For some reason, people can never tease this apart in their minds. I don't even know why I'm explaining this again. I think there is legitimate reasons to not like both of those people, more than legitimate reasons. But the level of vitriol is what makes me think that this is probably not normal. This is like very, very, very unhinged. Yeah. When is the Coomer emo going to go? It's a huge contributor. I'll think about it. We'll see. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with like having a Coomer emote or doing a Coomer thing. It's like the appropriate deployment of it. Kind of like, for instance, like over Russell, Base Scott, No Tears. Like we have like these emotes. Like I don't think we would get rid of all like monkey emotes.
What's your take on the Danny Masterson situation?
I don't even know who that is. But like if people spam them every single time a black person came in, that would be a problem, right? But yeah, okay. Lauren Daly going to the Tool Babe. Okay, Armor God, okay? Even if you're a girl, okay? There is a Coomer ban in effect. I just think we can't have... I don't know how to explain this because as guys, we don't go into environments where women do this very often. But I think that if you have an environment, okay? Turn on your empathy brains here. I know this is difficult. But if you have an environment where you enter... and all the people there are kind of like giving body ratings and talking about like the relative hotness of women, and you are a woman, I think it's just very, 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 very off-putting. Like the thing is, we don't really do this as guys because it doesn't happen, but it would be the equivalent of like, imagine there's like a certain community going in, every single time you go in, like women are talking about like, oh my God, like I loved this because I love the fact that this guy's like an 11-inch, like this guy's okay, but he's kind of like small, and they're talking about like a super muscular dude who's just not quite muscular enough. I think it's the equivalent of like coming into this chat and people are posting not safe for work links, and there's a girl who's like a 9 out of 10 and people are like, oh, I don't know, like I think her tits are small, or like I don't blah blah blah, like just that sort of conversation style. When I think the opposite gender comes in and they're overwhelmed by the other, I think it's just like, it's very off-putting. I don't think most men would care. Most men would absolutely care. When it comes to almost anything related to sex, everybody is unbelievably fucking fragile, as has been evidenced by other conversations that have happened recently. But no, I think guys get ultra look at how many people get ass mad when girls are like, oh, I want a guy that makes 300K. And like the correct response to that is like, you want a guy that makes 300K? Okay, you're kind of retarded, whatever. But instead of like, oh, 300K, do you know how much money the average male makes? You know the average male gets deployed and he goes to the fucking coal mines and he works, and guys don't make that much fucking money. You want a guy that's 6'2", there's only 2% of men that are even that fucking tall. Like, people get unhinged about other people's preferences. Like, could you imagine if you were a guy and you walked into a chat and everybody's, and like, it was a whole bunch of women like, yeah, like, it's really rough for me because like I'm 250 pounds and I've got 2 kids, but I really want a guy that like is 6'2", preferably makes at least like 150, 200K a year. Like, you would lose your fucking mind if you walked into rooms like that. And I think it's the same feeling. I think it's a similar feeling as a woman when you come into DGG and it's like a bunch of guys posting a whole bunch of porn stars like, oh, this woman is like this and I like that, blah, blah. I think it's a similar kind of feeling, I think. So, you know what? We're just going to try it for a month or 12, okay? And we're just we'll see how it goes, okay? I just don't think there's any value. I don't think there's any value added at all to having porn chat. Can we ban Next Chatter memes? Why? Because Next Chatter is gay and you got Next Chattered? I don't post or generally click it, but a growing sex negative view is a serious concern. I think a temp ban makes sense, but I think the paradoxically most sex positive and most sex negative society for decades is really unhealthy. I mean, I'm not, do you think I'm sex negative? It's more just like, this would be, okay, so careful because this is not gonna happen anytime soon. But my ideal world, okay? My ideal world for having not safe for work is, let's say that you are jerking off, or let's say blah, blah, blah. Somebody comes across like an exceptionally awesome video or some shit, and you wanna share it with your bros, you're like, damn, this girl is banging, or this is awesome. Like, that's like the ideal world for me for why not safe for work exists. But that's not what happens. What happens is there's always like 2 or 3 accounts that just post 50 not safe for work links every single night in chat, and that's it. They're just like spamming. Post Armageddon is our current Jeff Kim, I guess, that does this. But like, yeah, that's basically the way that the not safe for work shit works is somebody visits a 4chan thread, they have no other engagement in chat other than to go down the 4chan thread, copy paste the WebMs into chat for 2 hours, and that's all they do. It's just a really shitty, and then everybody's just like talking about porn the links and everything for like hours. And it's like, what is the point? Like, it's not, I don't think we need it. It's not, yeah, that's not the point.